It's the hustle plays.
I don't know how long I can wear this. Weighing down the neck here, but it's good. This is awesome.
Here we go. We start each game and each half with a throwdown to see who will get opening possession. Alongside John Dornbos, 14-year NFL veteran. Stormy Bonantoni, our betting analyst. I'm John Schriffen.
Gray, Buzzsaw ball, Buzzsaw. Last touch by purple, Buzzsaw.
And off the opening throwdown, they're going to say possession goes to the Buzzsaw.
Easy.
Pratt on the island, hands off, and it's denied. Amir Smith. Smith with the outlet pass to the little man at 5'6". Tony Crosby's the disher, and he'll find Alonzo Scott for the slam. Here's the scoring in SlamBall. 3 points for a dunk, 2 points anything else inside the tramps. 3 points for a shot in the gold on the wood, and 4 points beyond the arc. That would have been 3, but no good for Abdul Haq.
Abdul Haq, nicknamed Slim, as you can see why. He's that tall, lanky body that's got a big reach. He's going to be making plays all night.
Crosby settles himself, now reestablishes his dribble, goes up off the window. Scott affected it, no good. Encroachment against the Slashers, so it's going to be the Buzzsaw ball. Big hop, entering the slam zone off the window, but the layup no good for Pratt. Crosby. But a whistle, a popcorn called against the Buzzsaw. Now the popcorn is when the defender stops the offensive player from their bounce in the tramp. That means a violation and our first face-off of the night. Tony Crosby the second, going against Jamal Barnes Jr.
It's Tony time.
Face-off!
TNT, he's dynamite.
You know, when you watch Tony play, one of the fun things about his game, besides just the ability to just straight entertain on dunks, when you see him, his vision, as much as he's looking to score, he's looking to dish it and get the assist. He's just the all-around guy that you want at point.
And he's talking trash out here.
And he's doing it while he's smiling. I love it.
Littlest man on the floor talking trash, and he's been backing it up.
To the players, to the coaches, it's all the confidence.
Tony Scott behind the back pass gets the assist.
The confidence of these
There
guys.
comes Pratt. That was blocked there by Smith. Here comes Crosby. He's calling for it. He's got Scott on the wing, entering the slam zone, and he'll be fouled. Because that's the second foul in this quarter, we don't have another face-off. They're in the bonus. 2 points awarded to the Slashers, and they keep the ball.
So you get one face-off per quarter.
Per team.
Per team. After that, it just goes directly to points.
The stopper trying to get in on the action. Now comes, and there's 2 Slashers in the tramp. Basically, that happens when there's miscommunication, right? You got to know who's coming in, who's attacking from what angle. Turnover. Buzzsaw looking for their first points of the night. Amir Smith.
Amir Smith, I don't even know if that's a block. He just straight took it away. Said, not tonight.
Oh, that was just thrown in by Scott.
Now he didn't look like a dunk.
Yeah, he didn't make contact with the rim, so it's only 2 points. Oh!
Amir Smith doing it again.
Outlet pass is picked off by Raymond Taylor. There's that football aspect.
Oh, yeah. I always say this, defense wins championships. And if you want to win, your stopper has to show up big. And so far, Amir Smith has done just that.
Smith has got his tongue hanging out. He is loving this. Here he is. Enters the tramp, then goes back on the pad, waiting for the attacker to come into the zone. 360, denied by Smith.
3 for 3 on the stops.
Don't touch him.
And just like that, guys, a 12-0 game. And the Buzzsaw's head coach, Hernando Planels Jr., told me before the game he didn't like the way that they started that first game.
That's a violation. Now you've got to reset off of the wall to leave the tramps. Turnover against the Buzzsaw.
You know, it kind of looked like one of those ones where his body was just kind of out of control coming off a tramp. You know, that's a variable in this game, is sometimes you hit a trampoline and you're just not in balance, and then that happens.
Well, that's what I said earlier, right? Sometimes you bounce on the trampoline and sometimes it bounces you.
Oh, that dude just got bounced right there.
Yeah. But to my earlier point about Pannell's Jr. and what he didn't like the game that the Buzzsaw came out with in game 1. He was hoping to turn it around here to start in game 2, especially after the break. Recollect yourselves has not come to fruition here early.
Good stop there by Scott, as the Buzzsaw still not on the board in this first quarter. 30 seconds to play here in this first period. Oh, okay, crossover. Raymond Taylor starting to get busy, but 2 in the tramp, turnover.
You know, talking about defense, Amir Smith, you don't see him as involved in the offense as much, but here's a guy that's got 4 loose ball recoveries and 6 stops already.
Looks like he's catching his breath, man. He's been all over the place. He's waiting for the shot clock to wind down. They can hold for the final shot. 6 seconds to play here in this first. A big lob, and Alonzo Scott out of midair.
That was a great timed alley-oop, because when you think about all the factors coming in, you got a defense and you got a trampoline. As you can see, he put a little extra air in it, gave his guy time, and there it is, execution.
Complete domination. The Slashers shut out 15-0 over the Buzzsaw, but it's only the first quarter. This is SlamBall. You know anything can happen. Welcome back to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. For just the second time all season, a team has been shut out. Check this out. This was last night at Stadium Swim at Circa Resort. That is one of the best spots in all of Vegas. You're in the pool, you can watch SlamBall on the TV, and we had Circa Resort and Casino owner Derek Stevens on the call last night. He is a big supporter, a big believer in SlamBall. He's got his guys hard at work. They're trying to get the lines up and running so we can bet real money next week at Circa on SlamBall.
Yep, the Nevada Gaming Commission being a little bit of a stickler right now. They're going to get it through and have those odds up next week. So exciting. But I love that image at Stadium Swim, because let's put baseball on the side TVs. We don't need that SlamBall center TV at Stadium Swim.
Is Derek Stevens one of the coolest dudes ever?
He is the chillest billionaire that one could ever talk to, truly.
I love that guy. He was in the booth, and he was going nuts because he loves the energy, the excitement that SlamBall brings, and that's why he's such a huge supporter.
Yeah, he's so involved with a number of the professional sporting organizations here in Las Vegas. Had the patch on the Vegas Golden Knights jerseys when they won the Stanley Cup this year, involvement with the Raiders, and now involvement with SlamBall. Just a natural transition for an up-and-coming professional sport in this reboot.
And on air, he wants to get a patch on the mob.
Yep,
Said,
that's his goal.
the first one.
The Mob, by the way, the only undefeated team remaining here this SlamBall season.
You know, talking about the Buzzsaw earlier, that they feel that they're the most disrespected team. You know, you start looking at play. Look, they haven't scored yet. So sometimes, you want to know why you're disrespected, you got to produce.
Devontae Pratt says, John, take that.
Yeah, he basically said, hey, Thornboss, shut your mouth. Okay, I'm taking it home right now.
So the Buzzsaw on the board with a dunk, good for 3 points.
And you hope now the floodgates can open, right? Sometimes you just need one to get going and get a little confidence.
Slashers, man, they're attacking from every angle. That was Bradley Lawbacher with a dunk for 3 more. 15-point lead for the Slashers here in the second quarter.
Easy, guys. Easy.
Barnes Jr. His dad played in the first generation of SlamBall. Now here's his son, Jamal Barnes Jr. out of LA.
One of 4 total SlamBallers this season who are second generation.
There's James, and some miscommunication for the Buzzsaw defensively. Abdul Haq from the island. And a turnover. Here come the Slashers the other way. They've got numbers, but James couldn't get the handle, and then he takes a body shot.
You know, the Slashers have a big lead right now, but it comes to just the overall philosophy of what their team is. Constantly drive, be physical, and just make things happen. Don't shoot, just keep driving to the basket. Good things will happen.
because that's the second foul here in this quarter. 2 points automatically awarded to the Slashers, and they keep possession. They're in the bonus right now. Laubacher enters the tramp from the wing. And the stopper didn't even challenge him. Laubacher says, thank you very much.
And you can see Laubacher was looking to throw the alley-oop. He leads the team in assists, and you can watch his timing throwing it off the tramps. He throws some great alley-oops.
Laubacher, he's somebody who found SlamBall when he was a little kid, and he and his brother would set up mattresses in their house, get that Nerf basketball, rim up on the door, and they'd play each other as mattresses as their trampolines.
That's what's cool about SlamBall. The guys playing now watched it on YouTube growing up, and they all just wanted to be a part of it. Here comes Tony Crosby the second. Slashers with a huge lead. Freestyle, stops on the island, finds the cutter. James! Oh! And there it is. James caught a body.
I mean, when you jump that high and you're coming down, nobody's stopping. How about Laubacher? He was also a track star at Oregon, a D1 track star.
4-year, all Pac-12.
Awesome.
Nasty slam by Terrell Howard there. Buzzsaw still fighting here in the second quarter. Talked about those gloves. You see Crosby just easily palms it with those sticky gloves. He's fouled there, illegal contact. That's the third foul here in the quarter. So 2 more points for the Slashers. On the next foul, the Slashers would get 3 automatic points.
John, I might have been able to do the flips on the trampoline yesterday. I could not palm the basketball, and it was quite embarrassing in front of these guys.
But did you have the gloves on?
I didn't. Okay, so that's the secret weapon. That's the secret sauce.
It's a great equalizer.
I kind of figured it was important when you see all the players wearing the gloves. That's when the light bulb went off, you know?
2 in the tramp for the Slashers. Turnover, one of the few mistakes they've made here in this main event. Abdul Haq unchallenged. The dunk for 3, and the buzzsaw. Down by 22. Here's the other stopper, Amir Smith. Oh. That was 2, and the tramp didn't call it. Slashers entering now the slam zone is Crosby. Got to get off. Shot clock winding down. Loose ball picked up by Barnes Jr. Howard trying to take off, and he slows it down.
That was a great job by the Buzzsaw. They almost had 2 guys in the tramp, right? But because they're jumping and landing at opposite times, you're not going to get called for it.
Final seconds here in this first half. 11 seconds to play. And Smith, he wants to eat all that time.
Don't touch him, don't touch him.
You can't touch the player until they put it down on the floor. Laubacher, that's a 3, left it short. And that's how the first half will end. The Slashers, they came out fast, but we saw a ton of fight from the Buzzsaw. They cut into that lead. It got it under 20. Slashers with a 19-point lead. They did it from everywhere, trying to get that main event win. Oh, how pretty is that? The strip lit up tonight here in Las Vegas. We are not far away from it inside Cox Pavilion on the campus of UNLV. Stan Fletcher Jr., head coach for the Slashers. What a game plan he came out with in that first half. At one point, it was 15-0. The Buzzsaw didn't even score in that first quarter. That's because the Slashers were all over the place. They now have a 19-point lead at the half. And the little man dishing to finding James cutting through for the 3-point slam. They were effective from the floor, 10 of 17. And the Slashers got a ton of loose ball recoveries. What adjustments can the Buzzsaw make in the second half? They're going to have to do something to come back into this one.
Hey, the first person to mess up goes out.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Third quarter's coming up.
Yeah, that's what we doing. Yeah, you part of that too. Yeah.
All righty then. Alongside 14-year NFL vet John Dornbos, our betting analyst and sideline reporter Stormy Bonatoni, I'm John Schriffen. John, if you heard a coach tell you that first guy to mess up is coming out, what are you thinking right now?
Don't be the guy that messes up. Because everybody watching knows if you're the first one out, you did not do your job.
I'm sure that he never was the one to come out. Stanley Fletcher, the all-time leading scorer in SlamBall history, he knows what motivates in this game.
What a play drawn up by Hernando Planels coming up out of the half. The Buzzsaw on the board first, and then they get the stop. So can they string 2 possessions together here on offense?
Well, it looked like he got buckled by the tramp on that.
2 in the bag.
So 2 in the tramp. You're not allowed to have 2 players in the same tramp at the same time, so a turnover. Ball goes back to the Slashers. Crosby the second. Stops on the island. James throws it up. That one's tipped away by Scott. Big jump. Barnes Jr. takes off and throws it down. Wow, they're saying that was a 2. They're saying he did not make contact with the rim.
Watch your hands, guys. Watch your hands, all right? Watch your hands.
That should have been a violation because he was not on the island. He was in no man's land, and they didn't call it. So Slashers are getting away with it tonight.
And they converted, right? So they scored points on what shouldn't have even happened.
Oh!
Big hit.
Lights out.
Big hit.
Big hit by Amir Smith.
Helmet, helmet, helmet.
You want to play slam ball? You got to take hits like that. And here comes Crosby the second with a 3-point slam. Barnes Jr. posing on him.
Get your helmet.
Looking like Vince Carter out here.
You get it.
There is something to the emphatic hook on the rim hold.
Yeah, you know what it's called? You can't do it without a trampoline. At least I can't. I can't even touch the net. So when I'm getting out there, I'm hooking my elbow in there to know what it's like to.
It looks like Crosby travels on that island every time.
Pushing it back. Pushing it back. Face off.
Legal contact.
Face off.
That'll force our first face-off here in this third quarter. Ooh.
I love this because, as you can see, this game's starting to get physical.
So Devontae Pratt going against the stopper for the Slashers, Amir Smith. Pratt, he's going quick. Oh, and he got him. That first step, Pratt didn't even wait to size him up. He said, I'm just going at the rim.
And that's what you're trying to go for, right? Get that stopper who, he's a stopper, he lives in that position. So instead of attacking him and just trying to maybe out-muscle him, you're going to try and get him off balance.
The Buzzsaw down by 15 now as Taylor enters in the slam zone. Throws it back, up and in, and there's 2 more for the Buzzsaw.
And John, if you're playing it right, a 15-point deficit can go away like that with the way that the scoring structure is in this
Here's
game.
Taylor.
You know, we hear the Buzzsaw coach yelling that Karshins is drifting. So drifting means when the stopper is under the basket, they can jump straight up in the air and try and block it, but they can't jump kind of lunging forward to make contact. So that's what drifting's called.
We're good.
Play the ball,
We're
not
good.
the player.
We're good. We're good.
Watch your hands,
That's your guy, the long
Easy,
snapper in there.
Easy.
Yeah, he's never drifting. He's doing everything right.
Oh, what a throwdown for Amir Smith.
And again, Laubacher with the assist.
Steal from behind by Smith. Slashers get it back.
Remember Jason Williams?
I do.
Yeah, and Laubacher's like the Jason Williams out here, just executing assists left and right. The John Stockton.
Okay.
Get him on the logo.
And don't forget, an offensive player can only spend 3 seconds on the island, and then he's got to get off.
No shot, shot clock.
Which, as you saw Tony Crosby do that.
The Buzzsaw down by 16. They were down by 19 at the half. Howard. Fight for the ball. That was won by Laubacher off his back.
Straight hustle right there.
Crosby the second enters from the wing. Will stand on that island.
There we
Wow.
go. Long snapper.
A
pulling up.
4-point play.
Yes!
The long snapper, Nathan Karshins.
And our long snapper stands up in the booth for that one.
That deserves a standing O.
Wait, you're not allowed to cheer. You got to be impartial.
No
in the
cheering.
booth.
Well, I mean,
press
come on,
box.
think about this. They don't really shoot. The Slashers aren't a shooting team, and you got 47 pulling up from 28 feet away saying, excuse me, coach, but I got to do something real quick.
So a tie up on the floor. Ball goes to the defense. Buzzsaw get it back down by 20. 22 seconds to play here in this third quarter. There was contact entering the tramp, no call. And 2 in the tramp against the Buzzsaw.
But as he saw Karshins, when he went up, he went straight up. So the stopper, that's what they got to do. They got to go for the ball and jump straight vertical.
Crosby the second, finds the cutter, and it's Lawbacher, another slam.
Great pass by Tony Crosby.
The Buzzsaw went on a run to start this third, but it was the Slashers who answered. A 23-point lead as we enter the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. We get ready for the fourth quarter in this main event. Alongside John Dornbos, Stormy Bonatoni, I'm John Schriffen. As the Slashers with a 23-point lead over the Buzzsaw. Stan Fletcher Jr. looking for his first main event win of the season. Barring a complete collapse, the Slashers are looking to wrap it up.
Yeah, the Buzzsaw were 4-1 coming into this. Slashers 2-2. So to pick up a victory and go to 3-2, that's huge for them. Plus,
Oh,
it
wow.
shifts the momentum.
There's your guy, Karshins, with the stop. They're trying to hit Crosby, but nobody can get contact on him. Behind the back. Resets off the wall as you exit the tramp. And a shot clock violation. Who's going to step up for the Buzzsaw? Barnes taking on the stopper, finds his cutter, Abdul Haq, and he throws it in for 2.
Hawk did a great job getting Karshins off balance. You know, one thing I like about Hawk, let's not take this, let's not forget, he was a defensive back. He played football, and he was known for his big hits. You got a 6'7" guy they call Slim, but is not afraid to be physical.
Popcorn, popcorn.
A popcorn called.
And what?
That's when the defender stops the bounce for the guy coming in. Killed the bounce, and the Slashers will have a face-off. It's Tony Crosby II taking on Jamal Barnes Jr.
I'm saying it's Tony time. Although Jamal Barnes, I mean, this guy is super athletic.
I'm going with Barnes.
This is a great matchup right here.
I'm going with Barnes.
Tony was gonna between the leg windmill, and then as you saw in this replay, it looks like he sees him go up, he's gonna windmill, I'm gonna bring it back down. And what an adjustment in midair that Tony Crosby just made.
Shrift, the noise you made, you said it, but everyone was thinking it in that moment.
That was bonkers.
Tony almost got annihilated if he didn't bring that ball down from the windmill to just the straight dunk.
Oh, here's your guy.
Come on.
Karshins wanted another 4-pointer.
Hey, you know what? He's shooting the rock because that's what long snappers do. We make things happen.
Howard showing the handles. Abdul Haq enters the slam zone, and he'll be fouled by Nathan Karshins. It's time for a face-off.
Drifting face off.
All right, we know who John's going with. He's going with his guy, the long snapper. Stormy, Abdul Haq or Karshins?
I'm going with Slim. Let's
Here
see
we
what
go.
Slim can do in
Slim,
this matchup.
the big bounce.
I don't think I need
And
to
the
make a
long
comment.
snapper, Karshins with the stop.
Yeah, I don't think anything needs to be said other than 4-7 is just delivering.
For the folks at home, John in the booth, every time that Kershins has the ball, he stands up.
Look, I'm a long snapper, okay? So I'm rooting for the ex-long snapper.
No, nobody could tell.
Yeah, we couldn't tell tonight. Barnes freestyling. Oh, that would have been nasty from the top tramp.
That would have been a great conversion right there.
Oh, wipeout. Somebody blew a tire. That was Brian Gentry.
For the Slashers, guys, you got to credit their defense today because, I mean, it had been kind of defense optional coming into today. They were allowing an average of 65.7 points per game. 29 here in the fourth quarter, that's really impressive.
And here's the thing in SlamBall. We've been waiting for a team to be able to challenge the Mob, the best team, the only undefeated team in the league. The Slashers, they're making a statement here tonight.
But here's the other thing I love about SlamBall. Momentum shifts so fast. And guess what? With how fast this game is and how fast scoring happens, they can come back. There's plenty of time to come back.
On Kershins with the denial and a shot clock violation. Slashers get the ball back.
And to your point, John, about finding a team that can combat the Mob, Brendan Kirsch, their head coach, even said everybody's going to get a little bit better as Kirsch goes for 4.
Let's just take a break real quick. Kershins coming down with another 4-pointer.
He is 2 of 3 for the 4-point shot.
And this is the Slashers emptying their bench right now. Brian Gentry, who does not get much playing time, just got the steal there. Everybody on the Slashers getting in on the fun.
Look, I know as of right now, Tony's got 12 points. Look, 4 on 3-point dunks, but you want to know player of the game from this guy right here? Come on.
I wonder who.
Do I even need to say it?
You know what? I'm actually going to sit back. I'm not going to do the post-game interview. You hop out there and do some long snapper on long snapper crime.
Here we go.
Brotherly love at center court.
From downtown. Look at the follow through. Just letting it hang up there as if, hey, this is no big deal. This is what I do.
Here we go.
Producer Jeff, take me up on this. John's in the post game.
I don't know what's going on
You
tonight.
can't argue this. That
when the long snappers are be the best players out here, what are we doing?
Well, it's just another Tuesday.
Oh, the long snapper got dunked on.
Yeah, okay. You know, there's a humbling moment.
You didn't stand. You didn't stand that time.
We saw you stay in
But
the
here he
seat for
comes.
that one.
He's coming. Answer
Another
for me.
4.
Kershins, answer.
That would have been dirty.
Slashers under a minute to play in this game.
I love the fact that Kershins just stepping up and shooting left and right.
Wow, from the logo. Man, the Slashers doing whatever they want right now. Challenging the stopper.
2 points.
An illegal contact called against Kershins for drifting out. You can only jump straight up as the stopper. He came out, and 2 points awarded to the Buzzsaw because they're in the bonus. Oh, watch out now.
We got cameras flying over here.
That's the hockey aspect when you get thrown into the boards. "20 seconds to play as the Slashers looking to wrap it up.
Looks like the Slashers are going to move to 3-2. And they played a great game tonight. Look, hats off to the Buzzsaw. But it looks like the Slashers just put it together. Tony had a great game. Kershins had a great game.
And that'll do it. The Slashers get their first main event win of the season. 57-39 over the Buzzsaw. It was a dominating performance from the opening throwdown. It was a balanced scoring effort. Crosby II had 12. Scott Jr. had 10. Lawbacher had 9. And your guy, Nathan Kershins, with 2 4-pointers, had 8 points.
Just stabbing it at the end and just twisting the knife. Coming through with quick 8 points. And I'm
you
excited
called
right
for
now.
it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
asked for it.
And Stormy is going to
Player
interview.
of the game because John Dornbos asked for it. We're gonna send it over to Stormy, who's with Nation Carshins.
John Dornbos, our Super Bowl champion, winning long snapper over there in the booth, was standing up every time you did anything tonight. It was electric. How much fun did you have out there? And what is it about being a long snapper that helped you tonight?
I think it's just being ready to do whatever you need to be done. I mean, as a long snapper, you're only out there 4 or 5 plays a game, and so you got to make the most of it. Same has been going on here at SlamBall. I came in a little late. I'm doing my time, but anytime I get out there, I'm gonna show them what I can do, and I feel like I did that tonight.
You were not afraid to take that 4-point shot. How good did it feel when 2 of those went down?
Well, the first one hit the rim, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm not shooting those anymore. But I got a lucky bounce. So coaches got confidence in me. My players got confidence in me. So I'm definitely gonna be shooting that a lot the rest of the season.
Main event champs, congrats.
Let's go Slashers, woo!
John, here's your guy. Take us through his highlights.
Carson's just pulling up. Like he said, look, long snappers just make plays. There he is, and it's the follow through. It's the little circle. I got this. Let me just let it hang. And you can see me. I'm excited to watch Carson's play. That's the guy I'm keeping my eye on for here on out.
We know the fan favorite has been the Mob, but the Slashers had a ton of fans in the house. They have become a contender. They might be the second best team right now in SlamBall.
Yeah, and you talk about the Mob, and the one thing I've noticed is their ability to use Gage Smith, right, in the offense. Teams that are using the stopper in offense, I feel like they're having a huge advantage.
The Mob's head coach, Brendan Kirsch, said too, he knows other teams are gonna get better as the season goes on. This is only week 2, and we're already seeing that progression.
Well, you know, the teams that win play more games. You play more games, you play more together, you get the chemistry, you get the reps, and there's nothing that beats game reps. So, you know, the Mob's getting the most reps, and here we come. Slashers are gonna slowly crawl it up.
You know, here's one of the coolest parts about SlamBall. After the game, you have access to all the stars of SlamBall. The fans in attendance are gonna get autographs. They're going into the crowd. This is a incredible event. As we wrap up the night, the Slashers win the main event, going away. They get their first main event win on the season. And don't forget, we got more SlamBall action coming up tomorrow night. It'll be the Buzzsaw back in action against the Lava, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN+. For John Dornbos, Stormy Bonatoni, I'm John Schrippen, and all of our outstanding crew on site. So long from Vegas. Thanks for watching SlamBall.